Good afternoon, everybody. Christine Barconi here in our NBC4i streaming center. And what a big day here in Columbus and across the Big Ten country. Good day. We had the announcement that football will be happening next month. And we've heard a lot of reaction from a lot of people, but we have a very special guest with us right now, Mr. Herschel Walker. He is a member of the president's sports, nutrition, all of that good stuff. He's a member of that board, and he's here to talk to us today. Good afternoon, Mr. Walker. How are you doing, and how are you feeling about the return of Big Ten football?
Well, I'm excited about Big Ten coming back, with Justin Fields, a Georgia boy that I think is an incredible player, a guy that I had said last year will be up for the Heisman Trophy. So I'm excited for people to get a chance to see him play. I'm excited that those players' voices got heard. And thank you for having me on. And you don't have to call me Mr. Walker.
Oh, I think I do.
Uh,
Well, you more than anybody knows how athletics, especially college athletics, can change somebody's life. And to go without a season, especially as you're gearing up to get ready for the NFL, what do you think this means to these players right now?
well, this means a great deal. This is the beginning of the rest of their life. How many players that went to college, to get a degree, and then they got an opportunity to play professional sports where there's only probably 1% of America get an opportunity to play professional sports. And, we got to give a shout out to the president of the United States. People don't even know that, he made a call himself. And I think that is absolutely awesome for him to get involved, to make a call to the Commissioner Warren to talk about setting up different protocol to help the guys get back to playing. And I'm happy to see it because, this is college. This is what a lot of guys' life is made on, and it's going to get back to some normalcy, I hope.
Absolutely. So as far as going into the future, the schedule is going to be a little bit different. There's not going to be fans in the stadium. What do you think that's going to look like? And do you think it'll have an impact on these young men?
Well, I think it's going to look different. It's going to look different and it's going to feel a little bit different. But I think the young men now mature enough to realize competition. You practice a lot against your own team a lot, but then all of a sudden you get a new team come in and they're not a person that you're in the dorm room with or in the locker room or apartment with. They're your opponent. And I think it's going to be great games. I'm looking forward to it because of, as I said, Justin Fields and the guy can really play. I want to see him play. He deserved to play. A lot of guys, I had picked Ohio State to be one of the best teams in college football, and it would have been a travesty not to have them competing this year. And I'm glad that Bike Michigan, those are some great teams to see all those teams Bike playing. So I'm looking forward to it.
Now, we don't use that word around these parts. We say
Oh
that
yeah, I didn't mean Michigan. I just threw that out there. It came
oh,
in
you
by.
said it again.
Yeah. Oh, I'm losing it. I'm losing it.
That's okay. I'll forgive you. Yeah, that team up north for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, it warms my heart to hear you say that. Speaking of Justin Fields, his leadership through all of this, really rallying around and using his platform to not only work for himself, because he's going to be a top NFL draft pick, but there are others out there that's not a guarantee, and they need this season. What do you think of his leadership through all of this, really using his big platform to help out other people who need it more than him?
Well, that shows what a leader is all about. It's not all about him. He said he want to play. And there's no doubt he's got an opportunity to go to the next level. Everyone knows that. Like I say, I think he'll be up for the Heisman Trophy. But at the same time, he knows some of his teammates that may not get that opportunity. Well, this is a chance that people get a chance to see them play. It is amazing if you start talking to some of the players that have had an opportunity to play in the league, how they would say that, my last year is when the NFL scouts got a chance to see me play and they saw something different in me that made a big difference, that gave me an opportunity to go to the next level. So you got to give a guy a chance to play. And at the same time, one of the things I said early on is where can you get better medical attention than in college? These are some of the best doctors in the world. And you're at college, you're in a controlled environment. So where can you get better help than being here in college?
Absolutely. And I've talked to a few players. I talked to Sean Wade a few days ago, and he was talking about the protocols that they had down the road at the Woody Hayes Center and how safe and secure he felt in all of that and the protocols. So I think your analysis of that is spot on, especially since these players now know that they have a date to look forward to. The end of October is going to be a very big deal around here.
Oh no, it's got to be. I think
Yeah.
everybody's looking forward to it. But not only, and we were talking about the protocol. I think we need to mention the protocol that I think that the people in Washington did, that the Trump administration did, because they were making calls also trying to make sure the protocol is going to be in place, that everything going to be in place to give you guys a chance to play. And now look at all the fans got something to look forward to, even though they may not be at the game live, but you got a chance to see these guys on television. You got a chance to see your favorite team now step on the field and see what they can do. I'm praying that some of the other conferences open up as well, and I think by the Big Ten deciding they now to step to the plate, that may show some other people that they can do the same.
Why was it important to the president and for you guys at the Sports Council to get those players back on the field? Why was that so important to you guys?
Because I think one of the things that was important to this president here is, he speaks for people that don't have a voice. This is an opportunity for him to bring those players, to the table. People were hearing them saying, we want to play, but there was nobody listening to him. Well, who is not going to listen to the president? Well, like him or not, who's not going to take a call from the president of the United States of America? So he became a voice for them. And I think it was important to me because there's so many young kids out there, this giving them an opportunity now to see their local heroes get out there and play. They encourage them that things are going to be okay, to get them up, because depression sets in now. There's people that are depressed. There are different things that are happening mentally to our young people. Well, now this is an opportunity for them to see things, to get them out of that depression, to get them to see that things are getting back to some normalcy.
Yeah, absolutely. Mental health is so important. I do believe we saw one of the standout players at Penn State kind of speak out on social media. He spoke about that. I mean, because you got to think, even Joe Burrow at the beginning of this, whenever the Big Ten canceled the season or postponed the season, he's saying, "Hey, I wouldn't be number one draft pick, number one round, Heisman Trophy winner had I not had that season." So just more people using their voice to speak up for these players, and it seemed to work. So
think about this. You got players that's a seniors. You got players that are seniors, and this may be their last year. This is their last opportunity, or a fifth year player. So that's why those players, and I'm so happy they're getting an opportunity to play. Give them an opportunity. They can make their own choices. And, if they want to opt out, they got an opportunity to opt out. Georgia ended up losing a great quarterback who decided to do that, but that was okay, because that's his choice. They are young adults, and give them an opportunity to make that choice.
oh, yeah. Well, like Ryan Day just said himself, he said today is a really good day for Ohio State football, and I think it's a really good day for the Big Ten and all of their players. Mr. Walker, anything else you'd like to add before we go?
Well, it's funny. I got an opportunity to talk to Archie Griffith a little bit, and now I want to say go Buckeye.
Oh, yes.
I'm gonna be rooting for him. And like I said, I made a statement when Justin Fields got to Ohio State. I told everyone, I said, this kid's gonna take him to the next level, because I think he is one incredible player. I was sad to see him leave Georgia, but I said if he had to go anywhere, Ohio State is a great place to be at, and I'm glad to see him there, and I'm wishing him the very best. But do not win a national championship. Let's save that for someone in the SEC. That'll be a great.
So,
Yeah.
I was just going to say you probably just won so many fans in Ohio if you didn't have it already, and then you had to add that in. No, we're
No, I want them to be in the championship. I didn't say not to go to the championship, but they can be in the championship. How about?
I don't know about that. I don't know. I didn't let you know. I'm an Ohio State alum, so I've got even more invested in this. All right. Thank you so much for speaking to us today, and best of luck to you this season. And we appreciate your support of the Buckeyes here in Columbus.
Well, thank you so much, and go Buckeyes.
Yes. All right. Thank you so much. All right, everybody. That was football great, Mr. Herschel Walker, as well as member of the President's Sports Council, speaking with us. If you want to watch this entire interview, you can rewatch it here in just a few minutes. I will clip it and put it up on our website, NBC4i.com. I'm going to be talking with Justin Holbrook as well as Jared Smalley here in this space in our NBC4i streaming center. Later on today, the continuous coverage of the Buckeyes and the announcement that Big Ten football will be happening. We will see you later. And for the latest, go to NBC4i.com. See ya.